It's a beautiful and exciting Saturday. Why? Because we have 14 beautiful, amazing, growing and blooming young girls coming to the Period Empowerment Circle, where I was invited to share my girls circle with a church program that they have for girls. And so I always get excited. I always get nervous when opportunities related to my work are afforded me, because I take this work very seriously. Many years ago, a lady by the name of Ernestine Clark came down a dirt road to Thomas Chapel AME Church. And I was a young girl at that time, maybe about 11 or 12. And I remember her walking in the church. I was at a board meeting with my dad, and it was me and another child. I can't recall who it was, but we were on the back pew. And this woman walked in, and I could hear her say, "I want to talk to the boys and girls about their bodies." And then I heard people disagreeing, and Miss Clark left. I didn't know her name at the time, but she left. And I never saw her again. She never brought that message to the boys and girls about their bodies. And a few years later, I became a mother. And I always wondered about the message she came to tell, and whether or not it would have changed the trajectory of my life. Would I even be doing what I'm doing today? Talking to girls about their bodies, welcoming and affirming them, normalizing growth and development, encouraging growing guardians to have conversations with an S and not just a talk. In 2017, I decided to find Miss Ernestine Clark. So I called my mom and I asked her if she knew, Miss Clark and the lady that came to the church, and she did, and she found her phone number, and I called her. I remember I was sitting in my car and I dialed her number, and she picked up, and I said, "Miss Clark, I don't know if you know me or remember me, but I was a little girl at Thomas Chapel AME Church. Sitting on the back pew when you walked in. And I heard you say you wanted to talk to the boys and girls about their bodies." And she immediately stopped me and she said, "Yes, I remember you." And she told me that she would go to the Catholic schools and the nuns would let her in, and she would talk to the girls about their bodies. And so that night when she came to Thomas Chapel AME Church, that was her intention. But she didn't get to share that message. And so here I am sitting in my car. Really can't believe that she remembered me, but that just her affirming me and knowing that I was there, and I needed the words that she came to bear. I needed that. And because I did not receive those words, it makes me know even more that there are so many other girls that need the message that she came to bear, that I came to bear. And that even if one girl gets that message, it can change a life. It can change generations. Even if one girl don't get that message, it can change so much. And so Miss Clark said, yeah, I came and I was working. She said she was working at the health department in Chatham County as a family planning health educator. And that day in 2017, sitting in my car, I was working at the Clark County Health Department as a family planning health educator. Now, you cannot tell me that God was not involved in this story. You see, sometimes we look for God in everything that works out. But many times, God is in everything that doesn't. Many times, God is in everything that doesn't work out. That's part of the plan too. And so today I am grateful to stand on the shoulders of Mother Ernestine Clark, who came down that dirt road one night. She was looking for me, y'all. She came for me. She planted that seed in me. Unknowingly. She came for all the boys and girls, but I believe she came for me. And because she took that time to drive all the way down that dirt road with the intentions of bearing her message, I must take time to share the message too. And so I ask that you pray for these young girls that will be coming to the Period Empowerment Circle today, that God gives me the words of wisdom to share with them outside of the knowledge that I've already created and the curriculum that I've already prepared, that God allows the words to be exactly what those girls need today. That the Holy Spirit is unconditionally invited into this space. That this opportunity not only changes the lives of a girl and the way she views her body, but it changes generations. And that stories that were written that were not for us are now a narrative that are. And so happy Saturday. And I look forward to sharing all the beautiful things that will come from this day.